Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be the first of two parts about the new Light Elegance releases for the summer. So these have come out just this week in the UK. I think they came out earlier this week in different parts of the world depending on where you are. The first part today is going to be about the sugars. These are loose glitters. 5 of them are your traditional kind of metallic sparkly glitter, and 2 of them are matte glitter. So you can create different effects. Now, what makes sugaring different to a normal glitter application is really the top coat that you use with them. So for Light Elegance users, if you're using the Light Elegance system, your choice is going to be top gloss. Now this is what we use for all of our chrome, so premium pretties, and if you've got any other chrome powders that you like to use, then this is the one that we use. This sets for 2 minutes in LED or UV, I think. Yeah, so it still sets in UV. It does take 2 minutes in an LED as well, so that it finishes without that tacky surface. I'll come to that again in a minute when we get on to the application of the sugars. So we've got 7 sugars as I said, so I'll just start running through the different colours. The first colour is Lulu Pink. This is it's a matte baby pink. I would say it's matte, but it does have almost, I don't really know how to explain it. It still sparkles. It's not completely flat, so you do get some kind of dimension from it. But it does have almost like a matte metallic kind of effect. So you will still get it sort of shining in the light once it's on the nail, but it is more of a matte rather than a sparkly glitter. Now when we apply these, we would do it on our completely finished nail. On my Colourpops, I'm just using top gloss and then I'm sprinkling the sugar straight on the top, but on a nail I would choose personally to use a thin layer of colour underneath the sugar, and that way if there are any little spots that you miss, or when you brush it off at the end that there's any little spaces, then if you have a corresponding colour underneath the sugar, then your colour isn't going to look uneven, it's just going to blend in with the rest of the colour that's underneath the sugar. That's just personally my preference, obviously it's entirely up to you. So to work with the sugar, we will take the seal off of the package. One thing I really like about these is the fact that they have kind of a sugar sprinkle cap on the top, so as you're sprinkling the sugar onto the nail, it doesn't just pour out all in one go, because I know I'm a bit of a nightmare for, oh yeah, I'll just tip it a bit more and then all of a sudden there is glitter absolutely everywhere. So this is really good for me. So what I would do is I would do a thin coat of colour and then I'd paint my top gloss over the top. Now the main thing with sugars, as I say, is we are going to apply it to the top gloss before it goes into the light. We're going to take our sugar and we're just going to sprinkle it straight from the pot onto the wet top gloss. I like to sprinkle it once and then tap the stick, so that, or obviously your client's finger when you're doing it on a client, and then just go over it again just to try and cover any little areas that may have been missed the first time. Now if I'm doing it on a client, obviously I'm not going to do this on the sticks because I don't need to, but when I'm working on a client, I will use something like my dotting needle, which has a very fine point on the end, just to go around the cuticle area and just make sure that there's no bits of glitter that are sticking out and sticking to the skin. I just find that this gives a really nice neat effect once the product has cured and I've brushed away the excess, and also it means that it's not kind of, there's no bits sticking out or irritating the client's finger as well. So once we've done that, we'll then put the product into cure. Now we are being told by Light Elegance that we should cure for double the amount of time that is normal for top gloss. This is because the pigments kind of inhibit the cure from the LED light to the top gloss, because obviously we've got quite a coating on the top there. So by curing it for 4 minutes instead of 2 minutes, it just means that you know you're getting the proper cure time, and you're not going to have any problems with wear and tear and the glitter kind of coming loose off of the nail. So that's definitely a point to remember. The second colour is Snow White. This is our second matte sugar, and this is, as it says, a Snow White sugar. It is matte, so as I say, it has got those kind of metallic matte glitter particles in it, but it gives it a really nice effect, and I think this could look really cool with lots of different colours. So the third colour is Silver Sugar, and this is a classic silver. For anyone that has used Artilio glitters, I would say this is very similar to Sylvia. It's just a very metallic, shiny silver. So again, applying the same way onto top gloss and then cure. The next colour is Brown Sugar, and this one is I would say in between a copper and a bronze. It is gold, but it's got a lot more depth than a gold, and it's not as yellow as a lot of golds. I think this is going to be a lot more wearable. Yellow golds don't really tend to get used very much in my salon. Our clients are just not really very keen on the really yellow gold, so I think this will be a lot more popular than a yellow gold. So I think Light Elegance have made a really good choice by picking that one out. The next one, which personally I am very excited about, is Jet Black. I love dark nails, and black glitter is quite hard to come by. This one is really beautiful. It's really sparkly, and I think with a lot of blacks you lose the glittery effect because they are black, and naturally once you apply them to the nail and they are sealed and everything, you lose the facets of the glitter because it's all one colour. But with sugaring, actually I think this is the one way that you can actually use a full black glitter and it still stays really sparkly because you've got the texture there as well. So I'm really loving this one. The next colour, which I'm sure a lot of you are going to be very excited about, and I know that this one is going to be very popular, this one is Sweet and Glow. And this one is a really iridescent glitter. This is going to work over so many different colours, and I just know that when you try it over different ones, it's just going to give a completely different effect. It's got that real iridescence, so it shines pink and green and gold, but I'm looking forward to trying this over different colours. My immediate thought is it's going to look really good over, I'm trying to think what the name of it was. Is it Hoppity Scotch? That was from the last, in the Sidewalk, yeah, Hoppity Scotch from the Sidewalk Chalk collection. If you've got that colour, it's got that same kind of iridescence through it. So I think those two colours together are going to look really good. And the final glitter is, of course, how could you have a sugar collection without a rose gold? Rose gold is so huge at the minute. It's such a massive trend for nails and fashion, everything. Rose gold is just everywhere, so this is going to be so popular. This rose gold, I would say, is slightly different to other rose gold glitters that I have. A lot of other rose golds are more pinky and they are paler, whereas this is much more of a strong rose gold. So I'm really pleased to have this in my collection because it is completely different to anything else that I have. Okay, so once the top gloss has cured, so remembering that we've cured it for 4 minutes in our LED lamp instead of 2 minutes, and we can now go ahead and brush the excess glitter away. So this is a key part of sugar nails. You don't want to go in there with your cleanser because you have no sticky layer and you're going to make a terrible mess with your nail wipes if you're trying to wipe dry glitter off of the nail. So we definitely don't want to be doing that. So go in with a dry brush. You want a brush that's quite dense and the bristles are quite hard, and that will take away any excess glitter from the nail. Then if I was doing it on a client, I would then just go around the edge and just soften it slightly with a soft file or a buffer, just to take away any sharp edges that can end up catching and being quite uncomfortable for the client. One thing I would suggest that you recommend to your clients, or that you advise them, is that when they first wear sugar, I've had this, I've not actually used the Light Elegance sugars on anybody yet. This is literally my first impression. I've taken them out of the box and I've made this video. So I've not actually tried them on anyone, but from my own experience of using glitters that I already have, the one thing is that when they first go on, the nail can feel quite rough and almost sharp, but tell your client that it will feel like this, but only for a day or two, and then it does really soften and that sharpness will disappear. So I've had some people that have been a little bit worried once I've put it on, that whether they're going to be able to tolerate it being on their hands, but they don't need to worry, it does soften up, so it ends up being quite comfortable. You don't even really notice that you've got it on there. So I would, as I said earlier on in the video, I would use a colour underneath all of these sugars to allow for a full cover effect without there being any little gaps. I'm exactly the same when I use any glitter or glitter gel. I always use a colour underneath because I hate seeing those little spaces in between the glitter, and I like that really full defined look around the cuticle. So I have picked out a few colours that I like with each sugar. I will play the clips now of the sugars with the colours that I have chosen, and I'll just add text there to show you which Light Elegance colours I have chosen that I would prefer to use with these sugars. Of course, the decision is completely yours, and if you have other colours that are from other brands, or if you have other Light Elegance colours that I haven't chosen, then obviously feel free to use whatever colours you like. There's no right or wrong, but I just thought it might be helpful for people that maybe are quite new to Light Elegance and are wanting to add colours to their collection, that it might just give them some other pointers if they are looking to get the sugar collection. So that's it guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to look out for the video later on this week on the new Summer Buzz collection. The colours are amazing, you're going to absolutely love them. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe so that you can be notified as soon as that video goes up. See you soon guys, thanks, bye.